what they sell?
AIDS.
Start spreading the news.
You know, I feel like I'm not in New York if I haven't had somebody yell out the window and call me a fag for putting the camera out. Like, we're really missing the luster of this city. Does he have nipple rings?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Went to a press conference wearing like a polo shirt and you could see it.
Maybe he has just weird nipples. Like, what if he has nipple cancer and this is the, like, you outed him? He's been keeping it a secret for 20 years.
Your nipple cancer so bad they're just metallic.
It just hurt. It's hated when your nipples turn to, you know, bags of sand. Hey, dude, I feel like we've been here. Is that the same sign we looked at before? Did we do a big circle? Is New York just one big loop? I don't know.
Have we ever actually left New York?
I have no confirmation that this entire Earth is
No wonder
not
they
on
made
the
a
back.
whole movie like it, Escape from New York, only to find out that they needed to escape LA right after.
They're still farming. They're still filming it because I don't think that guy got the fuck out. Like, I think it's just like
GPS just kept taking him in circles.
season 35. Can we help this guy leave this fucking city?
Make 4 lefts and you'll be out of New York in no time.
But I'm right back where I started. This doesn't make any sense. The physics of this world are just mind-baffling. Get it? Jesus and stuff.
All right,
Didn't he stab a guy in the eye?
No, unstab that guy.
Now unstab that guy in the eye. So you can't fucking do it. I can't because I'm Jesus. I can't because I'm Jesus. That's the point. Listen to me. If ever that's a fucking... That's what it... You know, and the fucked up thing about faith with, you know, people that are like believing that...
This ought to be good.
Yeah, the bullshit. No, I was like...
Shut up.
Is it supposed to be like blindly believed? Oh, here we go. These are good ideas. So it's like you're supposed to believe because you're supposed to believe, but it's like some people need proof because they're fucking psychos like that.
Well, there's plenty of...
Show me Jesus's head.
There's a lot more.
I was like,
answers
okay,
than
that's Jesus'
people
head.
realize. They just don't take the time to dig into the history and the doctrines.
I don't want to read, Josh.
That's not really my fault. Then,
It seems the barrier between me and getting philosophical enlightenment is reading. I'm very, very against reading.
It's like, oh, I had all these questions about my faith, and I asked one priest, and they couldn't give me the answers I want, so I just walked away. Well, that was pretty fucking stupid of you.
Yeah, it's like, I can't wait till you get cancer, and you ask the one guy that's like, what do I got? I'm like, I'm not sure, I need to run some tests. Well, then fuck you then. You're not knowing immediately what the fuck the problems are.
Yeah.
I went to school for 4 goddamn days. Or you're like that guy that goes to work, and you're like, I've been here for 6, you've been here for 6 fucking days, you don't know shit. You don't even have time to learn the job. You don't know shit, Kevin. Start yelling at Kevins. Any Kevin I can see. But I don't fucking know. It's like some people require, you know.
Well, there's a lot of proof out there when you want to get into it, I guess. And there's a lot of answers in terms of the history of the church, the teachings of the church, and it just takes a lot of work to, you know, find all the specific answers. Other people are more okay with operating solely on faith.
Well, I just got to think, you know, it's, you know.
There's a lot about my faith that I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm not. This isn't like a question conversation.
I'm just speaking generally, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of am too, but it's like some people require proof for all kinds of shit. It's like science and whatever, but there's also people that don't. So it's like, and I'm not saying it's a belief thing. It's also like the importance of the thing. It's like if you can just accept it and be like, yeah, that seems pretty good. You know, some people can do that. Like, I can't fucking do that. I don't know that it's like a liberal or conservative kind of fucking thing, but like, it, I don't know why I zoomed in on that bridge. I was like, that's very important for this very second, for no other time other than that.
Filming that guy, filming you.
Oh my God, it's when you come out in the wild and you see your CIA agent and you're both filming each other. No, they
Oh, look, the emergency exit to New York is right there.
Oh, Nadia.
New York's the greatest city. This place has been a gutter.
I love the underside of this bridge.
There's a man washing himself with garbage right over there.
And there was perfectly good, clean garbage next to it. Like, and he had access to a waterway. I don't understand.
He's drinking coffee out of a piss cup.
Just every day's a gamble with that guy. He's like, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing because I haven't decided what I'm doing.
All right, we're in New Jersey now.
I'm super excited. No, I'm going to tell you. So I remember this shit from the last fucking trip, too, because fucking we get over here and Jess has to piss, right, in New Jersey. or the last like rest stop.
Yeah.
And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my fucking entire life. There was like standing water in the bathroom. It was all moist and wet in there. There were like people in diapers, and it was awful. It was like literally a fucking place. One of the worst fucking things I've ever seen. And I had told her too, there was a standing rule: I don't step foot in New Jersey.
I gotta take a leak myself.
I do too, but I mean, if ever there's a good place to piss on the side of the road. But no, so we do that, and then we drive another 2 minutes after we left there, and I'm losing my fucking mind because it was just so toxic.
Yeah.
The next rest stop is in like Maryland, and it was fucking beautiful. It's like you look over. It's like there's a reason people say like the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah, because we can look over fences and they're doing it better, man. like fuck me. This was like 2 miles. Like, why the fuck are people like, no, this is fine for them? It's beautiful right next door. Can we make everything kind of good? Like,
why is this like East Berlin over there, and over here it's like Sound of Music? Yeah. What are they doing wrong?
Well, they're definitely singing more. But obviously the answer is make them smile. Duct tape their faces, and smile. Give them drugs, make them laugh. I don't know.
Or when you put
more Tyler Perry movies.
When you dump THC in the water, everybody's happier. The grass is always greener.
That's a pothead approach to getting THC in the water supply. It was like, hey,
everyone would be happier.
No, you just dump it. That's what I'm saying. No. My buddy said you just dump it in the water supply.
I don't even know. I don't even understand the argument so much. People talk about humanity, but they do it so broadly where they're not really saying anything or taking a specific side. Like, our administration, we're worried about humanity, kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? I mean, it's like,
I don't know. With me,
there's bad shit on both sides, no matter how
there are, but it's how far you're willing to look. Because it's like, okay, so you're this tribe, you live in a big basin, right? You have all these wildebeests. Normally, we'll go with the fucking. We'll go with the fucking Lion King metaphor, right? They get all these wildebeests and shit. Bitches get bodied. It fucking happens. I'm sorry. If I spoil Lion King for you, then fuck yourself. It's been fucking 40 years. Fucking Simba dies, people, whatever. I think one of them becomes Mufasa and Simba die, and like
Jeremy Iron becomes king.
Borderline incestuous relationships with, I think, cousins. So shut up. But, you look at this shit, so like all this, you got these wildebeests, they're cutting through your fucking shit. For some reason, for one fucking day, and this happens constantly, every fucking day, they start turning and just coming driving through your fucking village. Every fucking day. And they're just like, well, we should put up a fucking wall, we should probably shoot all these motherfuckers, well, I think we should just kill everybody on the planet. Like, everybody has their fucking solution, except for the one person that goes, can we figure out what's on the other side of the fucking hill? And why the fuck people are coming over here?
Well, I mean, it's like, pretty obvious. I mean, they want to come here because they think it's a good country. I mean, it is a great country, but...
Maybe, but it's like, if there's such a huge fucking problem, and this is where, like, international relationships become, like, a huge fucking thing. This is why there's so many moving parts for it. It's because it's like, you're looking at it, it's like, I would also want to have a conversation with the dude that's losing fucking people. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is it all crazy illegal people? Are you lighting them on fire? Are you shooting them over with catapults? Like, what's going on? Are we fucking ruining, like, are we ruining our border so much that it's fucking up their business in in those areas, so people are impoverished? I don't fucking know. I don't know any of this, but I feel like it's not just, it's like, people jump on that, like, they say systemic. It's like, it's systemic, it's in everything.
Well, that's another blanket term. It's like humanity. It's like a term that's used so like broadly.
Well, yeah, systemic. It's just a bunch of systems. Yeah. It's like, oh, crazy. That's how the world works. But I don't know. Like, it's like.
Like, I went into 7-Eleven to buy a big gulp the other day, and they were out of big gulp cups. But it's a systemic thing. Because I'm sort of brown. Sir, you're just tan. Well, fuck you.
I said, this is a really long tubing trip I took. I know your struggle.
I may be tan, but I also identify as a woman, so now it's sexist.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What do you call me? Sir, ma'am?
Dad, uncle.
Fucking slap you in the face, because I'm gonna change my name. But no, I mean, it's like I also kind of want to know that. That's the one side that we don't get information on. Because if there's a giant fucking issue, I'm not looking to solve their fucking problems. Because like we have our own, obviously. Especially in the past couple of years, we obviously have no fucking idea what we're doing right now. We're not a single scientific thing.
I was actually reading the Bible the other day, and I'm reading the King James version, which is the Protestant version, because that's the one that you gave me for Christmas. You didn't know that there was a Protestant version.
I was trying to get you to learn.
And you know, the King James version is the one with the really like fancy way of saying like, "Yea, he walketh through the valley of the shadow of death," you know. And anyways, like I'm reading a segment and it says the word stuff, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like a Bible word. He had a lot of stuff on his way to Egypt. It's just like, it sounds like a contradiction.
And shit. That's what I do. It's like you say.
That's when you knew the Protestants got it wrong.
That's how you know my vocabulary isn't like deep enough. Is like where I left. If you saw the notes I was writing before, it's like we'll go and shoot some stuff and shit. Because that's how you would write it if you don't have like and some shit. Because it's like, I don't know, some other shit will happen. Like you can't be like ambiguous in the Bible. You have to be pretty specific.
Yeah, no.
And some shit did commence. They should also like, so they need to have a compendium with the Bible that is just like third-hand knowledge around that time frame about shitty high school stories from Moses. Like, I heard he ate a cat once. And he was like, and he never washed his gym socks ever. Like, and that goes out with the Bible. They're like, just so you know, he's also a person too. With his fucking staff of Solomon or whatever. Is that the staff of
Solomon?
Staff of Solomon Grundy.
Shut the fuck up. Oh,
born on Sunday. I don't know which one they gave him a stick, but so I need to stop working. Well, like in Tolkien had, what was it, like the Silmarillion or something. Nerds love to bring that one up.
Silmarillion?
Ta-da! But it was like a compendium of some bullshit stories. Like Tolkien was like, I know this is 4,000 chapters of just Lord of the Rings, but hear me out. Here's a bunch of here's a bunch of B-sides. But I mean, people would like read it and like look at the other one. They're like, ooh, that makes sense. He mentioned the Wizards of Norfolk, the Castle of White Claw. Like you'd be able to look it up in that thing. But like some things don't need that, like Lord of the Rings, which is 7,000 pages about some asshole bringing a fucking piece of jewelry to a mountain.
Well, it's 3,000 pages longer than
We're doing
Bible.
a road trip from here, from New Hampshire to Florida, from here to Florida in like 4 days or 3 days, and they couldn't get a ring there in less than 6 months. Oh, it's always right. It's always right. It's never upside down because of science.
Welcome to Jersey, the self-correcting state.
Well, you know what? If we don't like it, we'll just shit on it ourselves. Look, industry, beautiful industry. Cranes. Ooh, the majesty of the oh, look at that beautiful, ugly fucking building.
Unless I need you. Well, it's awfully assumptive of you.
Is that your mom?
Yes.
She's gonna sing you to bed, right? You were talking to me about it before.
Okay. I love you.
We need her for that. Like, how is your mom, your uncle, and your priest? I don't know if I can understand. What kind of cockamamie bullshit family do you have, John?
A Catholic one.
Oh. No reason to film, just filming stuff for reasons.